Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you for your morning chat. I got the wolf pup right behind me here. I got the crusher right here. I'm at my daughter's house here in Dawsonville. We're in there, already had several cups of coffee, and I'm making another pot in the camper right now for Miss Tammy. She's got her paint on. She's all dressed up and ready to go. And we're ready to begin this Saturday. But let me tell you something. It's cold. Look at me. No jacket, short pants, shirt, flip-flops. A fool. That's what I am. But it's supposed to be 70 degrees today. It's going to be really nice. And I just wanted to, in the sunshine, it feels good. I'm going to talk to Eddie about uncovering the VW here. A few of you have inquired about what's under there. Well, you can see it's a VW, and we'll talk about that. And you can see my grandson's two-door Honda Accord is here. He's arrived. He came in late last night from school over in Alabama. And I saw him right before I went to bed. We were up till midnight. I got to tell you this. Ben, that has the lake house that we stayed in about a week or so ago, he recommended a show, 1883. I guess it's an earlier show from the Sam Elliott series. I always want to say Lonesome Dove. That's not it. It's, oh gosh. I know you're probably screaming right now what it is. But 1883, and then I talked to Ben this morning, and he told me that there's a 1923 that's after that before it goes into that Yellowstone. So I'm Johnny Come Lately. I haven't seen any of these shows. But Eddie has a magnificent large screen TV with a surround sound. And I started watching on Ben's recommendation, 1883, at the lake house when I was recovering from my sickness. And I watched 2 hours and we couldn't get any more of it. And I was hooked on it. So last night, it's great when you get on these series and you can just hit next episode, and not have to wait a week for the next one. So we stayed up till midnight. I'm on episode 5 of 1883. If you've seen it, you already know what I'm talking about. It's so awesome, and the music is awesome. It's sad and it's happy, and it's just a good show. So now I'm certainly going to watch Yellowstone and those other things. So if you don't know about them, you got a streaming service. I believe you can even watch them for free, I've heard, on Peacock and one of the other apps. There might be some commercials. He has a Paramount Plus that he pays for. But anyway, this morning, I know a lot of you like to get the morning chat. I like to check in, tell you what the day is going to be. It is cold in the shade here. I got to walk back over to that sunshine. My toes are cold. You say, Tim, you're a fool. Get a jacket on. There's his wolf pup. But one thing that I did want to talk about is I signed up officially yesterday with Cardinal Insurance in North Carolina, who I've promoted. I get nothing out of them. Some people wrote comments that, am I getting something? I get nothing. I just want to share with what I've done. Just like I get nothing if you go buy a Toyota Tundra, but I tell you, they're great trucks. Get you one. And a wolf pup camper and anything else that I talk about. I get nothing. And if somebody wants to bless me and have me come and stay at their house or whatever, which a couple have, that's just pure love and generosity that subscribers do. And we graciously accepted and had a great time. I mean, who wouldn't jump at the opportunity to stay at that chalet we were at? Anyway, I signed up for my Medicare Advantage plan. I did go ahead and confirm with Miss Sharon, who helps me there, that I do have 1 year, inside of 1 year, 364 days of which to change my mind and to go to a Medigap supplement plan or anything else I want to do with no health questionnaire, no underwriting, nothing. I have that first year when you turn 65, you can do that. However, I have had so many people that I've talked to, and Tammy's mom and others, Tammy's friends, that have had and used it tens of thousands of dollars. One guy had a heart surgery and open heart surgery and different things, knees and hips. The people that we went and saw over in Alabama, Tammy's people, all of them have the Advantage plan, because you have to understand, 51% of the people on Medicare, 1% higher, have the Medicare Advantage plan. It's not because they're broke. It's not because, I mean, maybe if you had more money than you could ever spend in your life, you know, you would just say, you know, even though you don't need to have coverage in Arkansas and you live in Florida, but if you go to Arkansas, you would be covered. I don't know, but it's right down the middle, let's say. And statistics have shown on the online that both supplement plans and the Medicare Advantage plan, both people share over 90% satisfaction. So, you know, the disparaging of the Medicare Advantage plan is, you know, I don't believe it. And until I'm screwed, I'm not, you know, even going to think about it. But hopefully, you know, when I need to go back to the dermatologist December 1st, when it takes into effect, I'll have a referral sent from my primary to the doctor I've already been using prior. He is in the, he's an HMO. Anyway, I'm going to be insured. Okay, I got it. But the mainest thing is I'm not having to pay that well, I'm paying a little bit of it. The $175 is going to go to in January, our new Part B increase of $10 from $164 to $174. I'm getting $150 from Humana put back into my Part B, and it actually goes into the Social Security to where when I get my check, they don't even take that out except the difference. So I'm getting $150 back from Humana through the Humana Gold Plus plan, and the new Part B premium is going to be $175. So I'll be paying $25 because they raised us. But I get that $50 increase, remember? So either way, I'm up 25 bucks, and I got insurance. So there you go. And it's cold. And I also, in reference to the insurance, I kind of wanted to step into this on more of a serious note. We were in there talking this morning, and you guys probably read on the news about, what's her name in Three's Company that died? The blonde. What's her name? Well, she was 76, I think. But, you know, we talk about how, you know, the average age is 73 years old. And when you are 62 years old and you want to collect your Social Security and you've got less runway in front of you than you do behind you, you need to really start factoring in these things. And let me just say this. Suzanne Summers. I was talking to my daughter, and without giving names and too much personal information, there are family members on her side, of her mother's side, that have had diseases, you know, Parkinson's, which is a terrible thing. One had to have surgery in their brain, and it's helped them. But all of these things, you know, and I thought about it because I got the Medicare now, and I'm going to be 70 in 5 years, and I started thinking about how these people fall ill or die. You read about it every day. Tammy says every time she picks up her phone, it's somebody else. And, you know, I don't want to jinx myself or anything, but if you got Parkinson's, you know, and I know other people that have it, or cancer, or some other life-threatening, debilitating disease, you know, you just wake up one day and you hear about this person or that person, but when it's not you, you know, you don't think about it. But I started thinking about it, I thought, I'm just such a vibrant, healthy, fortunate person at 64, almost 65 years old. You know, I mean, I'm slower. I can't, you know, run as fast as I used to and all that. But I mean, in the scheme of things, I'm a very healthy person. And to be stricken with these things that you just hear about, you know, you just hear about them. I've never had anything even major. Should that come on me, and then I'm faced with no more going here, no more doing that, or my time is going to be, you know, in reality, probably out of here. It's not good. It's not good. And you have to remember that. I don't care how old you are. Look at these other people that something happens, you know, and they, you know, diabetes, all these things. It's just something can happen. You need to live your life, folks. You need to every day get up. You need to thank God that you can breathe in and out. You can walk down the road like I'm doing right now. You can be vertical. You know, you're not horizontal laying in some bed, some sick bed, taking medication, having to have some convalescent care, being in a hospital. And I pray right now for those that are suffering that or just contracted something, or, you know, you're on the mend, that you become vibrant and healthy again. And, you know, God can do all things. But, you know, I don't want to harp on it too much, but you really do have to get off of worrying about money. You know, save, 401, invest, stock market, buying, investing in real estate. And it's fine. I'm not saying, you know, be a pauper, don't, you know, hate money or anything. It's not what I'm saying at all. But put number one in is treat others like you want to be treated. That's number one. Remember that. And don't waste your money on things you don't need. That's number two. Be kind and share love like everybody, which is number one. And take care of yourself. My alarm went off to remind me my coffee is ready in the camper, and that stopped the video. But just, if I can encourage you with anything, just be mindful of your health, that you're not promised tomorrow. You know, live every day. And I'm sure most of you do. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's never hit home stronger to me than it has these last months. Also, the fact that Tammy and I are in a transition. Here we are, a couple of 64-year-old adults living in a 16-foot camper. And it's by choice. It's not, you know, that we're broke and we have to do that, or it's, you know, it's just that one, I'm how you doing, Miss Tammy?
I made a coffee, but the creamer's inside.
Yeah, well, pour a cup. My cup is in there. Pour it in. It's in the coffee. It's in the camper.
Okay, we have questions about your cooler side.
Sorry about that. I keep getting off track. And I want to lighten it up a little bit too. I don't want to get too dark and deep and sad for you guys, but please take care of yourself. Make sure you live every day so that you can enjoy your life. Don't miss out on the things that you can look back and say, oh, I wish I'd have made more money, when you're laying there in your bed, or when your time is up. Or, you know, I wish I would have saw this family members, or I wish I was kinder or nicer. Or I wish I would have trusted the Lord with my soul, because I wouldn't be gambling on that kind of thing. You know, if there's a heaven, you certainly don't want to be gambling that there isn't. So give your life over to Christ, and He will absolutely bless you. All you have to do is trust in Him. He knows your needs. Things just seem to happen when you seek Him first. It's so true. And it's sad that in today's world, in 2023, that, you know, it seems like a lot of people are non-believers, or they're anti that, or, you know, a lot of Christianity got a bad rap because certain people, you know, want to be judged by other people, saying, oh, how hypocritical. Look, he or she said that or did that, and now they're claiming to be this or that. Listen, we're never going to be perfect. It doesn't matter how much someone sits here and proclaims to believe in the Lord. They're still a dirty, rotten scoundrel. We're born into sin. We're living in an evil place. This is not heaven. So, you know, unfortunately, but if you give your life to Christ, you'll know that your name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life. And when you do die, that the Lord will take you to be a better place, with no sickness, no sadness, a wonderful place. And everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to go today, including me. But that's enough preaching. And I hear you in the comments. I'm so sorry that some of you don't like that little bit of part of Sarasota Tim's channel. But I'm just telling you folks, I'm not going to hang my head when I say it. I believe, and I know a lot of you out there do believe, this is a Christian nation. If you don't believe or you follow another religion, I do believe that that God does see your heart. I don't believe that you, it says there's only one way and all that, and that's kind of the book I follow, but I do believe that there are wonderful, wonderful people that are Jewish, that are Muslim, that are every religion you can imagine, Buddhist, and they mean well, and I think that God will always remember that. I think there's a place for everybody. I'd like to think that anyway. But when you absolutely, you know, sit there and deny or tell somebody they're a fool for believing in a God, you know, I pray for you, I really do. All right, anyway, probably lost 1,000 subscribers. No, I hope not. Speaking of that, you know, I kind of hovered there for a while at 58,700, went down around in the sixes, and it hovered up and down, and it bounced up and down. You know, when my channel took off with the Social Security and stuff like that, it was, you know, 1,000 every other day. It was going up, and everybody was rooting for me in the comments. And, well, we hit the 800 this morning. It went from the 700s, and it went down into 58,006, and, you know, high sixes, and then it hit 700 and something, and this morning I woke up and I did see 58,803 beautiful souls out there following the channel. Can we get to 60,000? Will it go to 100,000? I don't know. I hope so. But I do appreciate you watching the videos. We do read your comments, and they're all wonderful comments. I got a great community. Today, I told you yesterday we were going to make the pie review of the taste test, which we didn't do. We started watching that show last night. We still have the pies. We're going to heat them up a little bit. We're going to do that today, I hope, and we're going to bring you the results, because I have already on my in my library the orchards that we went to, the 4 only had pies, and we'll tell you what we think, or what I think, and what she thinks, and what he thinks of which one has the best fried apple pie. Thought it would be fun. And then if we get around today, you know, this town, Cumming, Georgia, Dawsonville, Georgia, up here where I'm at, we're kind of like in the country right here, but believe me, we're only an earshot from, they have built this place, unbelievable. Even LJ, all these places are just being developed. Everywhere is exploding. Everywhere. When I was younger, when I lived in Atlanta many years ago, and I would take motorcycle rides to these small towns, they were just little country towns. But now they're all developed. There's big chain eateries and everything everywhere. It's just like the country is just going nuts. Anyway, I hear gunfire every morning out here. You probably heard it in the background. But yeah, we're in North Georgia. People have their firearms, they're deer hunting. I don't know if it's deer season or whatever, or if they're just out, you know, shooting. But we're gonna go ahead and end this video here. The coffee is ready. I'm gonna go in and have another cup. We made these biscuits this morning, some Grand's biscuits that you heat up in the oven. And Eddie had some of these jellies and things that he's bought at those apple orchards. And man, there's a difference. They are delicious. So we had one with apple. One was actually called a moonshine, and it smelt like it, but you know, of course, there's no moonshine in it. And then we had some honey on one. So we're just doing country living. We slept excellent last night in the Wolf Pup. We got a beautiful bed in there, and I love this Tundra. Somebody wrote in the comments that they think that because I say that I really don't. I don't know how you could come to that conclusion. And I don't say this, you know, begrudgingly towards anybody with a 4Runner, but my 4Runner is still for sale at that Ford dealer down in Delray Beach. I saw it online. I would not trade them back if they gave me money for this truck. This is an awesome vehicle. It is so big inside. It is so powerful. It's so nice. I see them everywhere too. I mean, everywhere. Tundras, they sold a bunch of these things. But no, I don't know how you can misconstrue that. I loved my 4Runner. It was part of my channel. It was bright red. This one's a little more conservative. But I wouldn't trade you, you know. I mean, I got nothing wrong with a 4Runner. I love them. I mean, but For everyday driver, it does get worse gas mileage, but this is an amazing truck to me. I love it. I love it. I have to say it every day too. Kind of makes Tammy mad because I say, I love this truck. I got to say it every morning when we get in it and pat the dash. Well, anyway, guys, I got to go crush it.